Why am I getting an email invite from HR about my wedding? Sure, 4:30 p.m. on a Friday. Love that. Except. Hi, Linda. I'm a little confused what this meeting is about. Confused about what? I thought it was very clear in the subject line. This meeting is about your wedding. Yeah, I think that's what I'm confused about. My wedding has nothing to do with work. I put my PTO request in for my honeymoon and for the wedding months ago. My boss approved it. Yes, we're very aware of that. This meeting is to actually discuss the guest list. You know, we had several complaints. We were wondering if you could share your final guest list with us. Complaints? Share my guest list with you, HR? No, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm sorry, but I feel in this situation, it is going to be necessary for you to share that information with me. What situation? Who complained? I do not feel comfortable with this. Like I said, we've had several complaints from my team members. Who is complaining? I'm sorry, but I can't disclose that information. This is ridiculous. My wedding is a personal life event. It has absolutely nothing to do with work. So you're going to tell me that not one person from this office is invited to your wedding? That is not what I said. I said my wedding is a personal life event. It is completely separate from my job and my work here. Well, I'm just giving you a warning. It is going to be mandatory for you to share with me that final guest list. I'm going to need you to send me that in an email. Send what? The fact that it's mandatory that I share my personal wedding guest list with you, HR. I want that in writing, in an email, to me, please. No, that's not necessary. I'm telling you right now, that's what this meeting is about. Okay, then. I'd like to excuse myself from this meeting. Now, Teresa, don't go. See you Monday. Hey, how'd your meeting with HR go? You look really upset. It didn't go well. Honestly, I'm just really flustered. I need to leave. I'm clocking out 30 minutes early. Somebody has been complaining to HR about my wedding. They're demanding I share the final guest list. What? Who would do that? That's weird. You barely talk about your wedding. Yeah, she refused to say who it was. She said she's gotten several complaints. Like, I'm not an oversharer. I'm just excited about my wedding. Is that a crime? No. Hey, girls, what's going on? I heard you guys talking. I just thought you might need my help. Oh, hi, Charlene. You know, I'm here to help with whatever you guys need. Thanks for your offer, Charlene. I'm just going to head out. I've had a really bad ending to this day. I'm sorry to leave the team hanging for the final 30 minutes, but I got to get out of here. Oh dear, Teresa did not look good. What's going on? Apparently someone complained to HR about her wedding. Who would do that? I mean, she is kind of always constantly talking about it. It's like, wedding this, wedding that. I have my bridal shower this weekend. Do you guys want to see my dress? It's kind of annoying. I definitely wouldn't use the word annoying. I'm really excited for her. Her wedding's going to be really fun, and I just want her and Matt to have the best day ever, you know? I do hope she has a really nice day on her wedding day, but she didn't invite everybody on the team, so I'm not even going to be able to see that. Oh yeah, she didn't invite a lot of people on the team. I was only invited because we've known each other for 10 years. We worked together before this, and we actually went to college together, even though we weren't that close then. Yeah, it would just be nice if she invited everybody, but that's just my personal opinion. Okay, I'm just going to go back to my desk now and finish up my work. Have a nice weekend, Charlene. Hey, I'm almost positive it was Charlene that turned you into HR. She just cornered me in a really weird conversation, and she's just giving off desperate vibes like she wants invited to the wedding. Just FYI. Can't confirm, but that's the feeling I got. All right, everybody. We are going to be talking about when it is appropriate to include everyone in the office. We don't want to be bullies. Really, that's what this is going to be about? Now, here at ABC Company, we are family, and we should be treating each other as such. I feel that. I look around at this room, and I consider every single person here special, a friend, almost as close as family. Exactly. And that's why I'm going to be implementing a brand new policy that if you choose to share about something very personal in your personal life with the office, that you need to include everyone. I'm sorry, but I do not think we should be having this meeting without our boss present. He gets back from vacation next week, so I think it'd be appropriate to wait. Yeah, I have to agree with this one. And I also disagree a lot with this new policy. I have a lot to say on it. Well, it's already been approved by the owner. We're a small family-owned business, and this is just reinforcing our culture. I really like the new policy. So maybe we could use me as an example. If I came to the office and shared that I was going to be a grandma, and I was talking all the time about my daughter being pregnant and me becoming a grandma, I would then host a grandma shower for myself, and I would invite everybody in the office. Is this a good example of what that policy is? That's a great example. Does anybody else have some big life events happening that we might want to discuss here as a group? Teresa? I do have a big life event that's happening, but no, I don't want to discuss it with this group. Sorry. But the new policy. I will not be following the new policy till I've had a meeting with both my boss and the owner. But I will be excusing myself from the meeting. Me too. I need to go remove all of the pictures that I have hanging in my office. I think they're too personal for the workplace. Ladies, that is not what this is about. I told you. It's always something with those two. So dramatic. You're only trying to make the office a more welcoming space. And of course they storm out. Didn't think they were going to react this way. And honestly, the owner hasn't signed off on it. Kind of jumped the gun here. Whoa, you seem upset. Are you okay? This place is ridiculous. I'm not inviting everyone to my wedding. Do they have no concept of cost? Obviously not. But you know what? I have an idea. Let's create a little invoice here. And we'll send it over to Miss Linda. Oh my God, that's brilliant. We should also copy Barb, our boss, and Dylan, the owner. Perfect. Hello, Teresa. What is this email I just got? It has an invoice attached. Is this for a team outing or something? Dylan is not happy with the price on that invoice. I mean, Teresa, $7,700 for a team outing. Come on. Well, Linda, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm just trying to follow the new policy. What are you talking about following the new policy? The new policy has nothing to do with team outings. Oh, but remember, it does. Because apparently my personal life event now has to include everybody in the office. So 22 people at approximately $350 a person gives you the total of $7,700 to attend the wedding. Wait a second, Teresa. That is not what I meant. Sorry, don't mean to cut you off, but I actually have a one-on-one with my boss right now. So I'll have to connect with you after. Let me know if Dylan has any questions. Hi, Barb. Thanks for meeting with me kind of last minute. I hope your vacation was fun. Oh, yeah, no problem. Come on in. My trip was great. Why is the office looking so drab? Did we do spring cleaning or something? Oh, you didn't hear? About the new policy? What new policy? I'm sorry, I'm still trying to catch up on emails. How's the wedding stuff going? Only a couple more weeks, right? Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Linda called a meeting with me a couple weeks ago, right when you left for vacation, and she was demanding my guest list for my wedding. And then she did this surprise meeting, which she called a team training, where she introduced a new policy that if you talk about anything personal in your life, you have to include everybody in the office. What? I'm going to patch in Dylan real quick. Linda, do you mind if I bother you for a second? Teresa just went into Barb's office. I don't have time for this right now, Charlene. I need to go talk to Dylan. Move. Hey, Dylan. I hope the work conference was great. I just have a couple of things I need your signature on. Sure. I'll get to that today or tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff I'm catching up on. You know, these are just really minor. Even your initials will do the trick. So let's just get to them right now. What are they? It's the rush order for office supplies, a new hire, and then just an update on a policy. Oh, well, you know, I can't update policies. These have to go in front of the board. But it's just minor. Oh, hold that thought. I'm getting a call. Hey, Barb. Yeah, I can come down. I'm just making my coffee and then I'll be over. Sorry, I gotta run to Barb's office for something important. I'll get to the paperwork and stuff you put on my desk later today. Okay, great. Hey, what's going on? You said it was urgent? Oh, there's our bride. How you doing? Big day's coming up, right? Thanks, Dylan, for coming down. You're going to want to sit down for this. Yeah, you probably will want to sit down. And it's 3 weeks away. Well, we're all really excited for you. And okay, I'm seated. Barb, go. Linda did this? Who's complaining about your wedding? We're all excited for you. I think we have an idea of who's been complaining. And I said the same thing. We are all very, very excited for Teresa. You know, and to be completely candid, I only invited 2 people from the office. And mostly because we have relationships outside of work before we worked here. And that is fine, Teresa. I also don't want to attend your wedding. However, I'm very excited. I am going to go talk to Linda right now. Hey, Linda, I need you to come into my office really quickly. Yeah, no problem. How'd your meeting with Barb go? Anything important you need to share with me? Actually, there is. Barb informed me that several members on her team felt personally victimized by a new policy that you introduced. I mean, it's not a new policy per se. It was just an enhancement of our existing culture. I was just putting it in writing. Yeah, you know, that's not what it sounded like. And also, this team member shared that you were requesting she share her guest list for her wedding. You know, I don't recall that. I think I let her know that some team members felt really upset that they weren't invited, and I encouraged her to be a little bit more welcoming. No, that is not what I heard. And I had IT do some research on your computer. What? You had IT snooping around on my computer. Why would you do that? They weren't snooping. They were confirming that there was a calendar invite to Teresa from you about her wedding, which is completely inappropriate. Inappropriate? It's my job to help the concerned employees here. And we had several very concerned employees, all in regards to her wedding. I'm going to need you to share with me the list of employees that were so very concerned. Well, Charlene, okay? Who were the others? Well, it was just Charlene. You said when we hired your Aunt Charlene that it was not going to be a problem. Promise you, Dylan, this is not a problem just because she's my aunt. Okay then. If there were real serious complaints from Charlene about Teresa's wedding, I would like to see all the reports. Well, I might not have all of the reports because we discussed some of these, outside of work. Are you serious right now? But I'm going to need you to explain to me why you felt it was appropriate to try to introduce a new policy without approval, and also why you demanded that Teresa share her guest list with you. I really need to hear your explanation before I figure out what happens next. Okay, fine. So my Aunt Charlene came over and she was telling me how Teresa was just boasting about her wedding. She was talking about her dress and her food and of course the beautiful venue. And then she announces that Lindsay and her husband can make it. Well, that's not fair. Charlene wasn't invited. I wasn't invited. So why are they talking about it at the office? Are we in high school? What is happening here? And honestly, how would you feel if I was planning a big party and then you weren't invited? I wouldn't care because what you do in your personal time outside of work has absolutely nothing to do with me. Oh, come on. You know you would be mad. This conversation isn't going anywhere. Linda, I am just realizing now that you are no longer the right fit for the role that you're in. What? So I'm like getting a promotion, a new position? No, you are no longer the right fit for this company. I'm so sorry, but we are going to have to let you go. You can't fire me over this. I absolutely did nothing wrong. Linda, you did several things wrong. Well, this is workplace harassment. You can't fire me and Charlene just because we're family. That is not fair. I'm not firing you because of that. I'm firing you because you abused the position that you're in more than one time. You tried to enforce a new policy without approval from the board. You also lied and said that I supported the policy that you were pushing forward. You scheduled time with an employee demanding inappropriate information and then tried to backtrack and lie about it. And also you didn't follow the proper procedures for complaints, specifically the complaints that came from an employee here named Charlene, who just happens to be your aunt. You two being family has nothing to do with me firing you. But please, head to your office and clean out your things. I am appalled that I'm being treated like this. If I'm being fired, then my Aunt Charlene also needs to be fired. I just want to keep you updated. They let Linda go. Oh my God, I didn't want anyone to get fired. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. This is Dylan's company. But I do know he isn't letting Charlene go. He's talking to her now, and he does want to talk to you after. God, I hope I'm not in trouble. I can assure you, you're not in any trouble. Charlene, please take a seat. I'm so glad we're finally getting a second to chat about everything. I'm feeling a lot better about everything now that there's these new policies in place. Well, that's the thing, Charlene. There is no new policy in place, and we had to let Linda go. What? What do you mean there's no new policy in place? Linda was working tirelessly so that I wasn't getting bullied in the office. Well, she didn't go about it properly, and so I had to let her go. And I'm only going to say this one time. Nobody is required to invite anybody in the office to any personal life events, big or small. Excuse me? I thought we were family here. I am going to quit if you don't bring Linda back. I swear to you, I have no problem walking out this door. You either bring her back or lose us both. Okay then, if that's how you feel, you're probably going to be needing this. I'm confused. Aren't you going to bring her back then? What's this bag for? It's a bag to pack up your things. Were you actually serious about quitting if I didn't bring Linda back? Well, yeah, I wouldn't have said it if I didn't mean it. Okay then, here's the bag. I know your time here was brief at the company, but please don't list me as a reference. I just want you to know that I got fired and Linda got fired because of you and your dumb wedding. I am so sorry. Absolutely not. You are not going to talk to one of my employees like that. Please gather your things and head out of this office immediately. And Teresa, Dylan wants you in his office. Dylan, I just want to say I am so sorry for this big mess. I did not mean for anybody to get fired. Listen, none of this is your fault. It's been handled. Both of them chose their own actions, and that's why they no longer are with this company. Now, I hate to ask one more personal question. No, you're fine. What do you need? You could give me a ballpark number. About how much did your honeymoon cost? I think it was about $4,500. Great. That will be my wedding gift to you. I'm really sorry about all the issues that Charlene and Linda caused you. I would be happy to pay for your honeymoon. You really don't have to do that. I'd be happy to. Hey, Charlene, this is for you. Is it an invitation to the wedding? No. I heard the venue's looking for valet help. Maybe you could apply.